Hey, good morning or afternoon, actually. Anyway, I'm just wanted to kind of walk you through the student portal. So let's get started. So we're going to, as soon as you come here, this is what you're going to see. We're at studentportal.ahappyhippie.com. And I'll send you a link so you can just click on it and go. And the link will also be in every starting page of your No More Bullshit course. So you'll be able to find it easily at any point. But it's just student portal at ahappyhippie.com. Anyway, you'll come here, you'll have a username and password, and you'll just sign in, and you'll be presented with your dashboard. Okay, up here it should be very intuitive and easy to follow, but we're going to step through all the different things just so you know what to expect. Okay, you'll see the same view on your phone as you do on a laptop or an iPad. It'll just be skinnier on a phone, right? But everything is in the same place wherever whatever you're using. So you'll come to your dashboard, and this is kind of about you at the top here. It'll have your name. This says sample because it's a sample student, right? You're in the orientation level right now, and as you go through the levels, that thing will change and the colors will change depending on your level. Just a cute little whatever design thing for me. And this is where you are. This is how many assignments you have done. This is your goals that you might set for yourself. I might set a goal for you too. We'll go into where you'll find those. And then this is your last check-in, how you were feeling at your last check-in. Also, I will show that in a minute. The next section is your upcoming assignments. So these are the two that we need to get done before the orientation on the orientation level, right? So this is what you'll see. You also have down here the recent classes. We don't have any yet, so we don't have any in here, but it'll be a brief summary of what we talked about during the classes or what the classes were intended for. And then you'll go down here in this bottom section is a thing you can change your password. Now, when I assign this to you, I'm giving you a username and I'm giving you a password. You can go in and change it if you want to. There's nothing that's going to be really personal on here. I'm don't be too concerned about what you're keeping in here. I would prefer that you didn't keep super personal stuff in here. This is really just to track your student, your progress through the course. So then the next one is assignments, and this is where you'll get more detail about your assignments. So the dashboard on the front is your upcoming, the ones you have not completed yet, and they should be in order of when they're due. So this one is due on May 26th. This one is due on May 31st. And so that's why it's in that order. The assignments page will also include the ones that you have completed down here at the bottom. This is where you come to get, a little bit more information about your assignments and where you can mark them as done. So when you finish the assignment, you can say, I'm done. And then you'll get this cute little fireworks display, a little celebration. You finished it, right? So now it's completed, and on your dashboard, you won't see it anymore. So this should only be the ones that you have open right now that you have not completed. All right, so moving on along. My goals. This is where you can enter a goal if you want to. It's not required unless, of course, I say to you, enter a goal for blah, 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 whatever, right? But this is just kind of a space for you to, think about what you might need to get done and help you organize those. Check-in. So at some point, I may say, hey, give me a check-in on Wednesday and let me know how you're doing with this, right? Or you might be like, look, I'm really struggling with this thing, and I just want to say I'm stuck, and I want to put in a note of what it is. I will see the check-ins. They do appear on my side. So this is not only for you. Same with the goals. I will see the goals. And I will see your check-ins. Now, if you're really super struggling and you're having a hard time, don't use this as a communication tool for me to let me know that you're having a hard time. Please contact me. Okay. Yes, you can put notes in here. but contact me so I know what's going on. Um, but otherwise, check in, say, yeah, man, things are going great. Woohoo. you know, and you can log a check in. And this can kind of get you a little record of how you've been feeling through the course, right? You might say, man, I just accomplished some really cool thing here, and write that in your notes so that you'll have it for future reference. Oh, yeah, that's when I did this, or that's when I did this, right? It's just kind of a cool little thing. The class feed. This is where once we have the class sessions, I'll put the little synopsis here. So you'll have a whole history of the classes in case you need to refer back to them, in case I need to refer back to them. We'll both see them. The ones on the dashboard will be the last 30 days, and then this is your actual classes that we have. This tab right here, herbs and crystals, this is just for reference. I might change these up here and there as I think about them more, but this is herbs and foods and crystals that support each chakra. So if you know you need some grounding, you need some root chakra work, right? Sometime along the way, you're going to say, I am recognizing this. So this is just a quick reference of some herbs, some foods, and why, right? And an affirmation: I am safe, I am grounded, I belong. That is a good affirmation for the root chakra. And these are some crystals that you can use to help support that. This is just a reference page. It's static for the most part. And then there's a little mind notes page. Now, this is a great place to write things down, intentions, reminders, reflections, things you're learning, that kind of stuff. But I urge you, please do not put very personal, sensitive details in this. It is being stored in a secure server. It is secured by a very well, reputable company. I have a lot of time and some money invested in this app, right? But I don't want to be responsible for your personally identifiable information like that. Okay. I do not want to have the responsibility on my head that you have put things in here that are very sensitive. So you do that kind of stuff in your own personal journal. Just so I feel better. Now, these notes, these are your personal notes. I will not see these notes. Okay. So don't write me notes in here. These are for you only. And then the last one is a help. So now that you're in this course, you have my personal cell phone number. Okay. If you are having trouble with the portal or an assignment or whatever, you can text me anytime. I usually respond fairly quickly to my texts, right? I may not always have my phone with me. I might be outside hanging out by a tree and ignoring my phone completely. But this is a pretty good way to get a hold of me. You can also DM me in school, and here's a link to the school, and you can email me, but those get lost very, very much because I have so much spam in my email address or email thing. So if you want to email me something, please send me a text as well saying, hey, I emailed you something. Beyond that, you can text me or call me. If you're struggling and you're just having a really bad night, feel free to call me. That's fine. Okay. If you're really struggling, and you really need someone to talk to, maybe I'm not around, maybe you just feel like it's a major, major thing, you need to call 988. That is the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline in the US. They are wonderful people. They can absolutely help you. I don't want you to ever feel like you are alone in anything. And if you don't feel like you can share with me, please, contact them. Okay. So here we go. So now you can see you've done one assignment of the two. Your goal, this is back to the dashboard, by the way. You're only one assignment left that needs to be done. Let's take care of that, blah, 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 right? Your goals, you haven't set any, so you don't have any here that you have to worry about fulfilling. And your last feeling was flowing. So you can kind of a quick check-in on yourself and your journey. So in this level, you have done half of your work as far as the assignments go, right? So this is kind of gives you a little, oh, look, I'm getting things done. Little checkpoints for you. So that is the portal. That's it. right? We're going to come here for the general assignments, and you'll be able to see which level you're on in the No More Bullshit intensive overall. Um, the coursework itself will be in school, and uh, some assignments that you'll be given, and they'll be given through here beyond that school place, right? But I'll explain more in the orientation. But the general idea is that the No More Bullshit coursework that's in school is getting through the levels of the consciousness chart and rising up raising your vibe, right? That's basically what it is. It's how to get the vibe raised. The coursework that we're doing in person, in the classrooms, in the workshops, covers that, but also covers so many more things: energy healing and just energy resets, right? Working with our whole toroidal field, our biofield. Um, it's going to have nutrition, and it's going to have herbs, and it's going to have crystals, and it's going to have, a lot of things that are generalized learning for everyone. The No More Bullshit part of it, that intensive coursework, each of you will be on a different level, most likely. You stay in your level until you're comfortable to move up to the next one, until I'm comfortable with you moving up to the next one. Some of you may have, like right now, you're experiencing a lot of grief, where others aren't experiencing that so much. They can go through that first course and get rid of, kind of move through, and yep, I mostly got the whole guilt thing under control. Let me move to the next thing. Whereas you might be stuck in guilt. You can stay there as long as you need to. No problem, because when you start leveling to different levels, you might be like, oh, yeah, I got that part of it. Cool. And then somebody else may be struggling with it, right? So that part of the course will go, it's a personal thing. It's a very personal thing. The actual general workshops and things like that, nutrition and energy and psychic development and all that kind of stuff, that's a group thing. And those we will go through together as the group. What else do you need to know? Well, as far as the student portal goes, that's pretty much it. And I'm going to share all the other stuff with you too. So you come here, check in. Oh, by the way, real quick, if you accidentally complete an assignment and you're like, oh man, I didn't really complete that, I don't want to put that in there yet, all you have to do is say, click on that complete again, and it makes it incomplete, still waiting for you to do. Okay, you can mark it as done, yay, and then you mark it complete. And that just puts it right back in your browser again so that you can see it on your dashboard. Okay, well, I think that's pretty much it. That's probably long enough for a quick demo. I will talk to you. Orientation is going to be on May 31st. It'll be in the calendar in school, so take a look. I'm also, like I said, will have already sent you messages or will be sending you messages today regarding the preliminary assessment form and the supplies and preparation, these assignments that are due before orientation. Okay, cool. All right, talk to you later.